Hey guys, Angry Monkey here.
And Jackson Farrell from Hot Pile of Garbage.
We're playing some more 999, and we're kind of out of door 8. We got to open up this door, but Junpei hears a very familiar voice, and I think you probably know who it is, but let's see if your suspicions were correct. Junpei!
Had a feeling.
He spun around. There at the other end of the hall, Junpei saw human figures running toward him.
Oh no, it's Science Boy!
Ah! And his head's still on fire. 3 of them. June, Santa, and Seven. They stopped short in front of Junpei and his companions, gasping for air. Hey, man, what are you guys doing here, man?
What, but we didn't.
Before he could finish, Clover spoke.
Guys, could you come over here?
She was standing near the end of a small hallway that branched off to the right. The rest of them ran over to her, curious as to what she'd found.
It's Science Boy!
Ah!
There was something on the wall at the end of the hallway.
It's a picture of Science Boy! Oh, never mind, it's just a map.
I can't believe it's only this late in the playthrough that we're introduced to Science Boy. A map of the ship's interior.
It said C deck in the upper left corner. Most likely they assumed it was a map for the floor they were on.
Door 7?
Door 7 and Door 8. The map confirmed what they already knew. Both doors eventually led to the hallway where they found themselves. In fact...
Yeah, isn't that what I said? Till we find that 9 door, 0 ain't gonna split us up. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise we can't find door 9. That's how the nonary game works.
Junpei looked at the map of the ship's interior again.
Yeah.
As he looked more closely, his surprise and excitement gave way to weariness. One by one, the others saw what he'd seen. As one, they all moved back toward the door Junpei had only a moment ago been ready to open. It's a long way to explain it. He pulled the map of the ship's interior off the wall, put it in his pocket, and followed the others. The 6 of them stood in front of the door, arrayed in a semicircle. Santa stepped forward. He took hold of the door and spoke without looking back at the other 5. Ready, man? I'm gonna open it, man. They nodded their silent assent. With a deep breath, Santa threw open the door.
Go, Santa! You can do it!
I'm Superman, man. They poured through the doorway and into the room. Even without looking around, each one of them knew where they were. They were just where the map had said they would be. The same room they'd been in not so very long ago. I'd hope that's how a map works.
This game is so verbose.
Can we... No, I guess we can't skip that. The tremendous central hospital room with the empty beds from wall to wall.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying. The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8. You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors.
He looked like anyone might after only just waking up, but it seemed that his brain was working as well as ever. He had managed to grasp, summarize, and understand each team's report.
He really is an ace.
Yeah.
At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my show of altruism. I'm sure you'll be back for me. I did hope you would come back, but I confess I didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Ace shook his head with a rueful smile.
Well, we saw each other again, and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough.
7 smiled.
Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Here.
Seven tossed something small and metallic toward Junpei. He caught it and found that the object was a key.
Lo and
Yeah.
behold,
He just said it was a key.
it's a miracle.
Wow. On it, someone had engraved a symbol very similar to a 4. He looked over at June, who nodded back.
Looks kind of like a 24.
Yeah. 24!
24?
SpongeBob reference.
Sorry.
It was one of those. It was Patrick joined SpongeBob at boating school, and Mrs. Puff says, "Oh, well, you told the class your name," and so he gets stage fright because he's in front of the class, and the class is basically half awake because, and he's 24. And then everybody starts laughing at him, and then he's, yeah, what are they laughing at? And then when Miss Puff starts teaching, Patrick says, "Hey, SpongeBob, I thought of something funnier than 24." And then he says, "Okay, let me hear it." Or no, it was SpongeBob was saying that to Patrick. It's, "Hey, thought of something funnier than 24." Let me hear it. 25.
Oh, well played, SpongeBob.
Okay, back to 24. Back to 24. Okay, so it's the Jupiter symbol.
I wonder how long the days are on Jupiter. Probably not 24 hours, but...
I'm gonna let you hold on to that, alright?
Viewers, if you want to comment that and how long the days of Jupiter are.
Yeah, or we could just look it up ourselves. Except we're lazy, apparently.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm editing all this, so I got my excuse.
Yep.
Well, I've got something for you too then. Here! It's the Saturn key card. We found it in the kitchen.
Why are you giving it to us now?
I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
And with that, she pressed it into Junpei's hand. He felt slightly less than honored. As a group, they now had 3 keys that had not been used. The Earth key, which had been found in the laboratory. The Jupiter key, which Seven had just handed to Junpei. The Saturn key card, which Lotus had just handed to Junpei.
Zero really has a thing for different devices to unlock doors.
Yeah. Junpei tucked the new keys into his pocket. Not realizing there was a hole in his pocket, and they all... that actually happened to me one time, where I had... Back when I was in high school, I had just a bundle about that big of pencils, and apparently they have torn a hole in that pocket, and as I walk, one of my pencils is falling out by my feet.
Oh, like with the points?
Yeah, they eventually... Because, I mean, like I said, it was a bundle about this... I mean, viewers can't see this, but it's a...
Like about the size of... That's bigger than a baseball.
Yeah.
Like a softball?
Yeah, and so I had all those in my pocket. Mechanical pencils, regular pencils, markers, pens.
Wow.
I had a yellow highlighter, a red highlighter, a green highlighter, maybe an orange. And then I had blue ink, black ink, red ink pens. And then just a whole bunch, because it's one of those, oh, cool, pen. Hey, pencil. and I just bundled them up in my pocket every day. My dad called me Office Depot. But it's one of those, hey, do you have a pencil? Yeah, hold on, that one doesn't have lead. Yeah, you can borrow that one. I want to see that back at the end of class, though.
Because, you know, I need it.
Yeah, I need that pencil back. Anyway.
What am I going to write with if I don't get it back?
Yeah, I only have 30 more pencils, so I need that one back. Okay, so...
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase.
There we are.
Then next to the stairs.
Wait!
They were the first words anyone had heard out of Clover in quite some time. Her face suggested they weren't going to be very happy words.
What about door 3?
Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. They just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point! At least there is for me!
There were tears in her eyes, but she glared at Seven as hard as she could, just the same. She looked very much like a frightened puppy. There wasn't a man alive who couldn't have resisted... Okay, this is Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yay!
yes, the puppy dog eyes were
Yeah.
your cue, huh?
Yeah. Sorry, guys, if we did repeat some of that dialogue, but, I mean, it's probably been a good 30 or 40 episodes since you saw that.
It's okay. We had some practice, so I'm sure it's even better the second time
Yeah.
around.
Okay, so I'm asking you if there is any reason we came back here, and so...
New dialogue?
Yeah,
No
new
idea.
dialogue.
Little variety here. This is the dumb route?
Yeah.
You know, that's a good question.
Junpei looked off in the distance thoughtfully. Lotus sighed and shook her head. Oh, you forgot to shake your head.
I shook my head, viewers.
Well, it could be... So that way you kind of get
yeah.
a little bit of variety of... Whoa, it's kind of the Doppler effect going on here.
Well, anyway, there's been enough head shaking for 2 lotuses, so...
I can't believe this. You guys followed me here, but you don't even know why. Junpei, you've got the solar system keys, don't you?
He did. He pulled them out.
That's the Saturn keycard.
In the Earth key. Junpei didn't see what they had to do with anything, though. Both he and Santa were completely lost. I'm completely lost, man.
I'm completely lost.
Man.
Man.
Don't you remember the elevator? On C deck? Where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left, there was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think.
Sounds about right to me.
So the 2 keys that Jumpy has...
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck, huh?
Yes,
Whoa, mind blown.
that's right. Your mind is blown.
June smiled, pleased with herself. So did Santa. Alright, man. I think I got it, man. Let's get started then. Throat's all irritated right now. What do you say we split up into 2 teams, man?
Wait, can you guys go over that one more time? I don't quite get it. No, just kidding. I know this is the dumb route,
Jeez,
but there are
Junpei.
limits.
You really are dense, man.
Just call me Platinum.
Lotus and I will search the Earth one so you 2 can search the Saturn one, alright, man?
Sounds good.
Junpei handed the Earth key to Santa.
Okay.
And then they... Okay.
Quick search.
Okay. So they open up the elevator, and she's afraid to go in the elevator. Okay, we already did the funny dialogue, so let's...
Do the serious dialogue.
She was afraid because the only elevator button pointed down. That meant, of course, that the elevator couldn't go any higher than the floor they were on. Whoa, higher, man! As he thought about it, Junpei realized he hadn't seen elevators on the A or B decks near the central staircase. All of which meant that the elevator could only convey them to the lower decks.
Look at you, Junpei, using logic like a person with a brain. I guess this isn't the dumb playthrough after
Well,
all.
the dumb playthrough, I guess, is done. Because
Mhm.
we're out of that room. So we got out of the dumb room. So now we're
Okay.
smart Junpei again. Or I guess we were slowly getting our intelligence back, I guess.
Yeah.
That meant...
Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Well, yes, I guess it did. Didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise like it was moving, and then it opened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So take a look inside.
Junpei jerked his head toward the interior of the elevator. Yeah!
Little headbang there. It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry, man.
Hey, that's my line, man.
Sorry, you're not here. Someone's got to say it.
I'm still here somewhere, man. Okay.
Oh, you're right, they are.
She looked around the elevator, slightly embarrassed.
Well, let's test it.
Test?
Yeah, watch this.
Junpei put one foot in the elevator and bent around the corner of the door until he could see the floor buttons. There were only two, E and C. He pushed the E button and jumped out of the elevator. The door slid shut, and they heard the grinding of the motor as the elevator car moved down. And
Down we go.
oh, we're testing it first. Okay, so we have all that. And then...
I guess so we're going down to the undersea deck,
Yeah.
right? We'd probably die.
Oh, no, don't be so casual about something like that.
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here. Lotus and Seven might already be back.
Okay, good idea.
And then checking all that.
As we've seen before.
Door 6. So we're talking to Lotus and Santa, and they were talking about what they found.
Door 1, right?
Yeah. And then,
Okay.
so then we're gonna meet up with everybody. And 7 says, "You gotta check this out. Snake's dead."
Ah, yes, this is where we find the unfortunate
Yeah.
victim of...
Which I'm pretty sure I wasn't fully surprised when I came across that, because naturally Santa talks you out of going to door 3, so then it's one of those, hey, we found Snake, and it's one of those, oh, well, I kind of figured that's what happened.
Yes. I keep wondering if in the best ending you managed to save Snake, but I guess I'll find out that soon enough, and you will keep it a secret.
And we've already seen both those chances, so it doesn't
pick
really...
any one and fast forward. Moving through the dialogue.
Okay, she thinks that
we've
Zero's one of
already
us.
Seen
So
before.
we're insulting Clover by calling her crazy.
Insulting Clover. Maybe that wasn't the best choice that we could have made. I've made better choices before. And I've also made some worse choices. That was kind of middle of the road, except worse than that. I mean, you got to fill the time somehow here.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like when the Game Grumps have their fast forward thing, and then they always do the fast forward, and Danny's singing a song or something.
With his beautiful voice.
Dan does have a good voice. Okay, so they're fighting, and
Excellent 80s style singing skills.
okay, so we are going to move to the next episode, and you pretty much know what our decision is going to be, viewers. We're going to go through door 1, but we're going to make that decision in the next episode.
Yeah, we spoiled it for you. So we'll see you then.
Goodbye, everybody.